Hey guys, welcome to our Saturday night thrift haul. We go live every Saturday night at 8:30 Mountain Time and show you the junk that we bought at the thrift store. This week I went to a little bit of a flea market, so some of it came from there, and we have 3 items that were left on our back porch. I think I've finally made it through Georgina's stash. And these are items that we sell at our store here in Lehi or at JamiRayVintageHome.com. If you're new here, or if you're old and haven't been here for a while, we used to have you guys email Caitlin, but we have put everything in the Saturday night thrift haul at JamiRayVintageHome.com. So if you see anything you want, you don't have to email Caitlin anymore. You just go straight to the website and you can find the items and it's there ready to buy. Please pay special attention to those that say they're going to be painted, because if you buy them,
they will be painted.
You agree to buy them painted. So welcome, welcome. We're super excited. We're going to tell you what we paid for everything and what we'll sell it for and what, if anything, we'll do with it.
All right, so there's some stuff down by my feet that I'm going to show. I think this is new stuff. I have a hard time telling what's new and what's old.
I don't know.
We've shown so many things.
Hold on, this globe is totally blocking.
Here, I'll show it right now.
Look how much better I look.
Let me see. Okay, so this is a globe on a stand. It was $9.99 from Savers. It's a little wobbly.
It just needs to be tightened.
I need to tighten it. It looks like there's a screw in there that needs some coaxing, but it's not going to be able to be finger tightened, so I will have to get some tools. But it's got a base. It's kind of hard to show all in one, but I think it would be awesome in like an office or like a, everybody is choosing how they want to do school this year, so it could be in
I don't think I'd use that
school.
globe, because does it say Russia or USSR?
Oh, is it old?
Like, yeah, what is it?
Hey, it could be a world history globe. What the world looked like 20 years ago.
Soviet Socialist Republic.
Oh, this is an old
globe.
Old. This is very old. Oh, wow.
And it's textured too.
Yeah, I'll bring it close so you can see the texture real quick. How much are we going to sell it for? And are we going to decoupage it or do anything to it?
We are not going to decoupage it because it's in really great shape. And how much did we pay for it? The sticker's on there.
$9.99.
$9.99, and I'm going to sell it for $29.95. And I've not seen a globe like this before. I don't believe that the listing has the measurements because I just got that put up there. But I would say, how tall do you think that is? We got a measuring tape right here.
I would say it is 30 inches tall.
30 inches. So we're taking a bet on 30 inches, and let's see.
I'll measure it right now.
Let's see if you're right. Did Zeb get work done on the roof?
I have one more panel to insulate, and then we're putting sheeting on. But we had football jamboree and cheerleading stuff to go to today.
You'll notice Zeb's in his Lehi.
I was right on the money. It is exactly 30 inches tall.
You are so good. You're like the measuring king.
I just been measuring a lot of things lately.
All right, yep, so we were at the football jamboree. Eliza was cheering and Redrick was playing football, and so we were there pretty much all afternoon.
All right, this is at my feet, so I'm going to show it to you. We got Shop Project Tote.
Cheryl, this is new stuff that we just got in this week, and it's not stuff we already have. The reason why Zeb doesn't know what it is because Zeb no longer shops with me because he just works. I work. Shop is.
It used to be like our Saturday morning thing. We would go get enough stuff to fill up this table at a few various thrift stores, and it's crunch time at the farmhouse, so Jamie's been going off on her own without.
Divide and conquer. Sabrina says, "Love your jacket, Jamie. Thank you." All right, so this is a wood tote. I paid $10 for it at the flea market. We will paint and stencil it and sell it for $22.95. It's solid wood construction, so that's going in the 2-paint pile.
2-paint pile.
2-paint pile. And this is a kimono that we sell at JamiRayVintageHome.com. All the clothes ship free. Zeb, is the tag still on there?
Probably, because you never remember to take them off.
Or the Canadian on the bottom?
Oh, it's not looking like it's on there.
I don't know. Caitlin, can you link this? I can't remember how much it cost.
I have to try this with like every jar these days. I don't know why. It's like
why? What's going to happen?
It's like a compulsive thing I have to do.
Brianna says she just filled a bunch of totes with pumpkins. Sweet. Zeb, you're doing a fabulous job at the farmhouse. Is it short or long? Sabrina, I would say it's medium.
Oh, it goes down to like her upper thigh.
Yeah, it's not like a duster.
It covers her butt if she was in leggings.
Yeah, these are leggings.
The tag is still on it, but it doesn't have the price.
Oh, okay. Anyways, it comes with a tie around the waist, but I don't need that.
This is
$18.95. It's a good deal.
This is wavy glass, so it's a little older, I would imagine. It's got a little bit of seating in there. I'm gonna guess older.
I'm not sure how old that is.
It was $1.50 regardless. The only reason we would guess not quite as old as we think it is because the blue hue is a little too blue. They were more greenish.
But it kind of is the perfect blue. Since Mariah is coming along nicely, can Ty sneak over and help Zeb? She's got to have another surgery, so probably not. Yep. The glass bottle will sell for $8.95, and we paid how much for it? $1.50?
$1.50.
Bottles like that, blue, green, they always sell really well in the store.
Okay, so this is from the flea market that Jami went to. This is a little turned pedestal bowl.
I got it from Kathy Romero. She has the Henry Oliver Poultry Company. That was her grandpa's business, and she makes a bunch of pillows and mugs and stuff with that logo on it with the chickens. They're really, really cute. And she had some vintage items, and that was like, what, $2?
It doesn't say on it.
Oh,
We're going to go, oh yeah, it does, $2 right there.
Yeah, I was pretty sure it was $2 because I remember buying that. Some of the things I bought earlier in the week, so I got to try to remember. Let's see if I can find that listing. I bought a lot of stuff. $8.95 on that one. Okay. I think it's pretty. I see a lot of wooden bowls, but not on pedestals. So.
All right, I have another thing at my feet.
April says dibs is the price is right. It's $8.95, April, and Caitlin just dropped the link, so hurry fast. A little sneak peek. If you're like chomping at the bit, you can go to the Saturday Thrift Haul collection while we're live and pre-shop.
But don't stop
it's
watching
the Hunger
the video.
Games of junk.
So this is a E.J. McAleer and Company. That's a lot. That's a mouthful.
I didn't even see that it had a name on there.
E.J. McAleer and Company Incorporated, Philadelphia.
What?
Look at the big handles on that.
I like that it has kind of the feet or whatever, but that's only on one side.
It looks like it's missing its tray, but it's
$19.95, and we paid how much? It's a big Mama Jamma. I probably should have listed it for more. It's cool.
I don't know. It doesn't say how much you paid.
I probably paid like $2.
But it's got.
I'm guessing $2. The price
it's got corners on 3, almost like a trunk. It's missing one on this corner.
Oh, okay. I thought it was only on 2. I like the patina on that one, and I don't think I would paint that unless I needed it for like a specific purpose, you know?
While we're showing stuff off the floor.
Jamie, are your kids going back to school in person? They are. They start Tuesday.
Yeah, well.
Masks, social distancing, hand sanitizer, all the things, and less students in school because some students are choosing to do online. So there are about 80% of kids, 85, somewhere between there, going back to school, and 15%.
Well, and our kids have been doing things like cheer and football already.
Sports.
And as much as they try to social distance those 9-year-old boys in football, like they're breathing all over each other.
It's a contact sport, faux show. Okay, so I paid $5 for that. It's a wire rack, and I think those are really cute with spices in them, but you also could put that in a craft room if you have like glitter or little like
this
acrylic
would go good
paints.
on that one wall in the pantry right on the other side of the cupboard where the window is. It's like, so you have the cupboard.
Oh, yeah.
And then right where there's...
Well, I'm going to keep spices next to the stove.
Oh, yeah.
In a drawer.
That's a good call. Probably better not to hide them around the corner where nobody can get them. That's like a high-use item. You don't want to have to be trucking back over to the pantry.
And my spices I buy in the jumbo. I have a big family container, so most of them wouldn't fit in there anyways. $12.95 on that.
It could also be like a cool shower hanger. Did you say that already?
No, but yeah, that would be good. Jen says that I'm the Katniss of the junkie Hunger Games.
You should see her in the thrift store.
My junk brings all the girls and the boys to the yard. I got good junk.
Like sometimes she can't even like make good sentences when she's in a thrift store because she'll start talking and then she'll see something and she'll stop talking and walk away mid-sentence. Right. This has a leather handle on this tote.
That's why I bought it. I thought it was super cool. I believe that one is $19.95 too.
Well, this is more, I called it a tote. It's like a toolbox. There's a piece of cardboard in the bottom.
Oh, why is there cardboard in there?
I don't know. This might be rusty on the bottom.
I like the way that the hinge is.
Yeah, it's got a piano hinge on the back.
Okay, so hold on. It's $4 and we'll sell it for $19.95.
It's got a piano hinge on the back. And then 2 clasps. And then a lock.
I love these.
And a leather handle.
I love the leather handle. I'm not used to seeing that, which makes it really cool. I love the patina and the chippy of it. I also think it would be amazing if you stenciled like a word on it or made it look like a first aid kit because it kind of has that vibe. And I love the other toolbox because it has 2 handles. So 2 unique toolboxes that I found, one with a leather handle and one with 2.
I saw a comment.
Like when a dog says squirrel, Jami junk. True that. Jeffrey says he loves the boxes. All right, next we have this little Homer Laughlin dish. It was $1.50.
Got a couple little tiny chips on the underside.
And it has some cracks like in it, but it wasn't broken. Like they're just from wear over time. And I'm gonna sell that for $6.95. It's just the perfect size for like jewelry.
This is tarnished silver. It looks like it's plated.
Yeah, it's not solid.
It's not real silver.
We aren't selling any solid silver around. Okay, solid silver around.
Usually the solid silver, if it doesn't make it to the thrift store.
Yeah, $6.95 for this little tarnished dish. Some people like to polish it up, but I love the patina, the tarnish, and this size is big enough for like your keys. Depends on how big your keys are and
Who is logged in under your YouTube account that just said hi?
What?
It said Jami Ray said hi.
Oh, maybe Amelia? Like one of the kids?
I'm guessing one of the kids is logged on and is watching.
Oh, well, sorry. If you see where it says Jami Ray right there and it says hi, like, I don't know who that is. But it says Jami Ray, not Jami Ray Vintage. Oh, it's Eliza.
This is Pyrex.
Eliza Jane.
Oh, yeah, she uses your YouTube account. So Pyrex, it's been through a dishwasher. Why it's got like the
little dishwasher
fading.
drive, but it's pink, which is very desirable, and it's $12.95, and I paid $1.50.
Little casserole dish.
I love it. I actually prefer the dishwasher dried.
It's like the faded matte look.
Yeah, it's like the distressed lover in me. And I know that in the Pyrex world, it can be less desirable, but we actually eat cereal out of the little Friggies that are dishwasher dried. And we just keep washing them.
And they just keep getting washed and
they
washed and
just get
washed.
more distressed.
All right, so this was half the tag is missing. $3.99.
$3.99.
Or maybe it's an 8. Hang on, I think I have the
No, I
other
think it was
half
$3.99.
here. No, it's 3. It's a 3.
I was like, I don't think I would have paid $8 for that.
So
I mean,
the
cool.
bow will probably come off.
Oh, the bow has got to go. What I love about it is the like knob on the top is really detailed. Stacy says that her family likes them for cereal too. Harrington never ate a cereal out of that because he required a much larger
He'd have to
bowl.
eat like 4 helpings out of that.
Recently, somebody already bought that, but it was $19.95.
It's
sold.
Jami bought some small mixing bowls for Harrington specifically to eat cereal out of because he would eat like half a box of cereal in one sitting and then, you know, it'd take him forever because he'd have to fill his bowl up like 6 times.
Sorry, I interrupted you. I got distracted. Let's show the crown because it's already sold. We're going to be painting this tonight, and it was $2.99, and we're going to sell it for $16.95. We always have a really good time. So I was thinking with this, I want to make it look like copper.
Okay.
I want to do the copper patina on this one. So it's
That'd
going
be
in the
good.
2 paint pile.
All right, so I titled this Old Lamps. We have several offerings of old lamps. I was going to test them, and before we ship them out, I'll make sure that they work and they're functional and going to be good to go. We just didn't have time. We came right from the Jamboree over to here, and I didn't have time to put light bulbs in them before the video. Man, this has a long cord for.
Stacy said that she'd have to buy generic cereal for the big bowls. Stacy, you know we're buying cereal in a bag at our house. Malto Meal is a friend of ours.
After a while, it doesn't taste any different. It's just all you know.
Well, Malto Meal is a name brand. It's not the store brand.
It's true.
It's Malto Meal. But I do buy name brand if it's on sale, like at Costco.
So this is a fun little lamp, probably just for like the top of a desk or a nightstand or something. But I really like, you don't get them with these pull cords anymore.
It's like, well, I call it a candlestick lamp. And it is older, and I'm going to sell it for $10.95 as is. I love the patina. I think it would be really great if you put a sweet little shade on it, but you could also just put an Edison bulb on it and kind of let it...
It's got a little screw here to tighten it.
Okay, yeah, we just tighten that up. And the brand is...
It's a Halebro.
Halebro. It's from Canada. Where are all my Canadians at? Katie Scott's on here.
Is she watching?
Donna from Crescent Moon says, I love lamps with pull chains. Why don't they make them anymore? I don't know.
Katie Scott's gonna pass us up on YouTube soon. She's killing it.
She's good. Yumiko says we have a lot of Texans in the house.
Sweet.
And Sandy says, I sell the crud out of apothecary jars with transfers. I sell the crud out of apothecary. Like, if I buy one, they never make it past the live. They're super popular.
I got a soft spot for Texas because my sister lives in Houston.
That's right. She's the best thing in Texas. All right, so crystal lamp. I stinking love these. If you have like kind of a shabby chic or a French provincial, like a little bit fancy type vibe going, or like a little girl's room, you could put like a pink shade. They're perfect for these. This is heavy, like it's a good weight to it.
So this is threaded right here, and so is the old one. I'm assuming that the shade threaded on. You put the shade on, and then you put the bulb on, because it doesn't have a heart like a traditional light wood.
So they make actually, you put the bulb on, and they make those shades that have the little like wire,
the
and
ring.
they just sit on it. So these types do not have hearts.
This also has a screw here to tighten where the bulb screws into.
So that came from Georgina. I probably would have paid up to about $4 for it, and I'm selling it for $10.95. Ooh, super chat from Sally Bunswell. Thanks, Sally.
Thank you, Sally.
All right, let's do this other lamp here.
Sally, I don't know if you are on Instagram. I think I follow you on Instagram. I might be mixing my Sallys up, and I hope I'm not. You do a lot of the face art, like pencil drawings.
Is that you,
Do
Sally?
I have the right Sally?
Maybe it's another Sally. All right, let's do this lamp next. So this lamp has a porcelain base, and it's made to look like an old-fashioned oil lamp, but it's actually wired, because you can see where you can put the light bulb in here. So can you show them the base on this? And this has a little turn pull. And
it's almost like the old style where you would fill the old lanterns with kerosene.
Yeah.
Oh, that's up here. It's got the...
Yeah, no, it's made to look.
The knob actually works.
I know. Isn't it cool?
And this screws off.
Back when they were vintage, they were trying to be vintage.
Man, they really did a good job on this repop.
So this also came from Georgina. I probably would have paid up to about $5 to $6 for it, and we're selling for $16.95, which I think is a smoking deal.
Can you look and see if Sally talked about her Instagram?
I will look to see if Sally
No,
talked about
that's not her. It must be another Sally. Her name is extremely similar to yours, so I was like, I wonder if that's her. I'll have to ask.
Catherine said that would be hard to ship. Ain't nothing hard to ship. The only top problems we have is when the shipping company drop ships it or drop kicks it and drives over it with the truck.
And you can see the tire marks and the shoe marks on your package.
We got an email last week. This lady's like, your box came. I thought it was going to be a goner. It was beat up. It was dented in. And I opened the box and it was like Fort Knox. And when I finally got to the item, it was in one piece. We do have about 2 items that don't make it a month. So then we got to refund them and put it in claim. But
just
that's
know
a lot.
that
That's
all
not
your,
bad.
Just
we
know
ship a lot of glass.
All orders are insured. So if you don't get your stuff, I mean, while you might love these candlesticks and really need to have them, if your stuff doesn't make it, we will help you out.
Yep. Caitlin, that's why we have a customer service manager. If you ever have a question, you can always email info@JamiRayVintageHome.com. And Caitlin is bomb. I put her in charge of it because A, she's nicer than me, and B, she's more organized than me.
Well, I think,
and C, she's just better at it.
I know she's busy with her 2 boys, but I think she eats on a more regular basis. Like this afternoon, I was trying to talk to Jami, and she's like, hey, she looked me straight in the eyes at the Jamboree. She's like, I haven't eaten since breakfast. We should probably talk about this later.
At least I'm honest. I'm not pretending like I don't know why I'm grumpy. I did eat a cheeseburger before we went live, so the grumpy has been taken care of. I could have used a few extra tots, but Zeb ate them all. Jana says it was her box, and it was like $4.
All right, so we've got candlestick here. This was $1.99. Its taller friend was $2.99. They're like the same style, but they're painted different.
We are gonna paint those to match.
We didn't do that, but we'll paint them to match.
Yep, we're gonna paint them to match, and let's see if I can find them on here. Pillar candlesticks, $24.95 for the pair.
Okay.
All right, I'll put those over there. We are painting the crown cherry picked because somebody wants it painted that color, and I don't always take special requests, but I don't really have a preference. So if they want it cherry picked it is.
So I'm pretty sure that these are fairly old Kerr jars.
They are.
Oh, these are out of, have we shown these before?
No, so these aren't technically part of the thrift haul, but they looked really cute in my jar lifter.
Oh, I see.
And so I thought if people wanted them, then we might offer them for sale. So these jars are $9.95, which actually makes them a lot cheaper than what we had them listed for in the shop. But you get whatever jar we grab. So it's not a guarantee. It's like a luck of the draw. This one, somebody shot a bullet through the top.
It's not a bullet. They would use these for...
For what?
So I want to say that these were used for, they would put like a nipple in there and feed like cattle.
Oh.
Like small calves or your goats or your little lambs. I'm not saying that that's what they use this one for, but that's why a lot of times you'll see the lids with the tops, they've got a hole in them because they were using them to pour something out. Or, you know, put a nipple in there.
Well, and this one has a glass lid, and these are all the zinc lids. That's really cool that I dropped my phone charger. Oh, it's charged enough. Thank goodness. I always try to have my phone charged, and it's always dead before we go live. So this is the jar lifter. This is the whole reason I pulled these off of our canning jar section at the shop. But this one says New York, 1776 to 1976, Fort Ticonderoga.
Yeah, some of these are cool. This one just says Mason on it, and then it's got the Liberty Bell on the back.
So this one is the jar lifter, and it was $2.99, and we're gonna sell for $12.95. So if you collect antique jars, it is so cute to display them in these jar lifters, and I can never find them. So in case you're wondering, like, what the heck is a jar lifter? When you would can in these jars, back in the day, you would put them into your canner in this, and then you would pull them out of your canner.
What are you talking about back in the day? I've probably lifted 1,000 jars of peaches and apricots and cherries.
I never canned with that.
Not you, my mom.
Oh, I have an individual jar lifter. I have canned a lot of things. Back when I was domestic. I know.
Yeah, when I was growing up, we had an acre, and
super chat from Empress and Unique. She said she loved the farmhouse.
The farmhouse tour was fun. If you haven't seen it, go catch it. It was yesterday, and we did it live so that you guys could get like a really good, like real-time perspective of what everything looks like.
Also, Zeb didn't have time to edit a video, although it was almost an hour, so that's about how long.
It takes me about 3 hours to edit a video. So back to my story about peaches. I interrupted myself. We had 100 trees on the property, and I think about 70 of them were apples, peaches. There was a couple apricot trees, and then like 8 or 9 cherry trees. So every summer, my mom is a gardener, and she doesn't let that go to waste. If you can't give it away to neighbors, you're canning it. We had hundreds and hundreds of canning jars in the basement.
I have canned pinto beans, I have canned chili, I have canned salsa, I have canned all kinds of things. Back in the day when we were poor, if anybody was getting rid of food or they had like more fruit than they could eat, I would go over there and pick it for free and can it. And if I went to a yard sale and they had the canning ceiling lids, I would buy those at a yard sale because they were much cheaper than buying them new. I was scrappy.
You know, I no longer can, but my brother Ty, for whatever reason, he's carrying the torch for that. He loves canning stuff, so
we like to tease him about his domestic prowess.
He puts an apron on and he cans like a day at a time.
So there's a link above, Denise, for the oil lamp, and it's not actually oil, it is electric, it's just made to look oil. All of the items we're showing you can pick up at JamiRayVintageHome.com under the Saturday Night Thrift Haul collection.
We have a pair of these corbels. They're smaller, more like a sconce.
They are sconce, they're not corbels.
They're like corbels.
They're like corbels.
I could put this and make this look like a corbel on a shelf.
So originally from the Bombay company, I like them as is, fleur-de-lis, originally $29 a piece from the Bombay company. And we are selling them for $12.95 each.
You might, we'll wipe them off, but you might get a little bit of authentic dust too.
Authentic dust, as opposed to unauthentic dust.
It's always authentic when it's on.
So if you look for the picture, Ivy photographed them upside down. She's like, I don't know if that was the right way. I'm like, well, it goes this way, but it's easier to like.
Yeah, you can see them.
Because they have hooks on the back.
These are almost heavy enough. You could use these like a bookend.
Oh, absolutely. These would be pretty bookends. These are vintage 1996 is what's in there.
1996. I graduated 8th grade in 1996.
No, you graduated. Oh, yeah. Yep, you did. Me too. You can flip the photo, Jules says, but it might be weird to have the wood bottom on the top. I don't know. But you guys know what they are.
Well, I think those are resin.
Just wait till Ty comes and you're begging for his quality canning. Oh, I will.
Oh, I don't. You know, I like to tease him, but I'll eat his canned salsa all day long.
It is a true story.
I'll sit down and eat a whole bag of chips and a whole quart of salsa in one sitting. Watch out.
Super chat from Heidi, $9.99 towards my pool fund.
Girl. It says $19.99.
No, it says $9.99.
Well, that's a different one.
I know, and you can't see it that far away.
Heidi is, you know, Heidi is actually close enough. She could come enjoy the pool.
I know. Heidi, you can come over. Bring your floaty. Joe loves to decorate, says, so excited I got the floral and brass lamp. Whoop, whoop. And then I think it was Kai was asking how Odelia was doing at her driving. Maybe it wasn't him.
She is now allowed to go. Kai is a girl. Pretty sure we established
sorry,
that last time.
I don't know. Sorry. I didn't eat enough. Yes, Kai said, I think it was her, but I'm not positive. But anyways, Odelia is actually a champion driver. The other day she was leaving cheer and the head coach, we've lived on the same street as her for 13 years. She was harassing Odelia. She's like laying on the horn, and Odelia didn't know it was Jenna. And Odelia was like, I was freaking out. I was trying to pull over, and then all of a sudden I realized it was Jenna.
She's been driving all week by herself to the high school. It's about a 6-minute drive from where we're at, and she's been doing great.
Oh, Lolly, I hope you feel better soon. Let's see, Sign
I think Caitlin linked this.
Said that she graduated high school in 2000 and her son is graduating in 2020. And that's just like us.
Harrington graduated and we graduated in 2000.
I feel like we've been trying to talk about this for a while. The problem is we only see these friends every Saturday night.
I know.
We
have to have our chatting.
Chit chatty. All right, so we paid $1.50. This says Hummel on it if you look close to the bottom.
Oh, it
and
does.
I don't love all Hummel things, but the little girls were just so dang cute.
You know what? They got their backpacks and they got some yarn and some string, and they look like they're getting ready for an adventure.
Yeah, I thought they were really precious, and I'm going to sell it for $7.95. It does have a chip on the side, but it has hanging hardware on the back, and I couldn't pass it up. Sometimes people ask me, like, how come you buy certain things? And sometimes I buy it because I know it's going to sell. Sometimes I buy it because I have decorated with it before. And sometimes I buy things just because I feel like a connection with that item. It's really weird that I connect with junk, but I do. So I just saw those little girls and I had to have them.
Anita got 9 JRV stencils this week. Is it?
Woo woo!
Anita?
Good job,
yeah.
Anita.
Man, which ones did you get? Because we got some fun ones out now.
So this is a hand-carved chicken, and I actually love the paint finish as is. I don't know that I would paint over that. The blue is like...
It's the right blue.
Yeah, it's like a subtle blue.
And it's the right red.
The right red.
It's like a maroon, a deep maroon.
Yeah, it's just really great, hand-carved. How much did I pay for it?
You paid mystery amount because...
No, there's a tag right there. Oh, you know what? That did. So this actually has the original maker was Beach's hand-carved wooden collection. I think I paid $1.50 for it, if I remember correctly. And I'm going to sell it for $9.95.
Who's been to Grandpa's house and you fill this full of M&Ms or something and you pop it out and you get your M&Ms?
I totally thought of your Grandpa Carling.
He used to make these and he would auction them off at the family reunion because my family does an auction that helps pay for the next family reunion. And we bring handcrafted stuff that we've made. It's been a while since I've been, but my parents have been taking my stuff for me.
For years. I think that would probably sell for more at your family auction than I'm going to sell it for. How much did I pay? I think it was...
You paid $2.
$2, and I'm going to sell it for $14.95.
Are we going to paint it up fun, or are we going to leave it? Because I'm worried it might not slide good if we paint it.
Yeah, I'm going to leave it as is, and then dealer choice, whoever buys it. But it's really cool. You could just oil it. Like, give it a good scrub and oil it. That looks like a bird food dispenser.
Yeah, that works too.
Jamie, Mom, you paid $1. Oh, I paid $1 for that thing that didn't have a price on it. Eliza's on here correcting me.
Oh, Eliza knows. Okay.
So
who doesn't want a cow with a handkerchief and a little bird sitting on it that is also doubling as a cookie jar?
So last week I had one of these and it sold super fast. I actually think this one might be cuter than last week's because the kerchief really just sets it off. Sunflowers are really popular. Anything with a bird. It is a little bit less expensive because it has a few like superficial chips in the bottom. So what did I pay for that one? No price tag.
No price tag.
Killing me, Smalls.
You're killing me.
Eliza, what did I pay for it? I think I paid like $2 or $4. We'll just say that. I'm gonna sell it for $14.95. It was too cute to pass up. I mean, look at the sweet face on that cow. It's saying meow.
With cookies? Does it come with cookies?
No.
No cookies.
No cookies for you.
I'm gonna put this over there.
Oh, sorry, I lied. $16.95. Did I say $14.95? $16.95.
I don't know.
It's $2 less than last week's cow, so it's a good deal. You better pick that up. And if nobody buys it, I'll just ship it to my sister Renee because she loves all things cow. All right, Kai says, your house tour was very fantastic. Fans love seeing the interior and the shop. Chic. The shop tour is what gave me the idea, because I was like, people like that. Is that a bird on the cow? It is a bird on the cow. Seriously, can't be any cuter.
Couple of brass candlesticks. These ones almost have like a little beehive theme going.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
I don't think it's quite a beehive. It's not quite as round as a beehive would be, but that's what it reminds me of.
And they do have felt on the bottom. How much did I pay for them?
$3.99.
And I'm gonna sell them for $19.95 for the pair, for the dude. I think that's a good deal. I forgot how big those were. I probably should have charged $22.95. But
you know, they're like 11, maybe close to 12 inches tall.
yeah, but I put $19.95 in there, so that's what I'm gonna go with.
Really dress up your tablescape
Brass sells all the time.
or your
I sold a
mantlescape.
brass bowl today. Karina came into the shop and bought it. Let's see. Odelia, sorry, brothers can be a pain. Redrick's fighting me. He won't go to bed. Odelia.
Don't fight him.
Don't worry.
Just tell him Dad will take care of it when he gets home, and he'll go right to bed.
Redrick, are you watching this? You can go to bed now, or you can wait till we get home and we'll deal with you then. All right, so this is early American pattern of Pyrex. This is not dishwasher dried. It has minimal paint chippage. It's in really good condition. Comes with the lid. $12.95, and it is a divided dish. And I paid.
You paid
$3.99.
$3.99. So it also has the lid up on top here that could double
Renee
as a
said Redrick go
server.
to bed. Donna says nice piece. Donna knows her Pyrex. She probably knows exactly what it's worth. I just price all Pyrex $12.95 if it's this size.
All right,
Jamie,
we
your
also
shop has changed so much in the 2.5 years I've been watching you. Thank you. Hopefully it's changed for the better. I love changing it up, and we sold a ton of stuff at our thrift haul or our tour from last week, so I'm hoping to restock the shop with some fun new things. Now, this candelabra is very fancy, but it's heavy. It's not like a cheap chintzy gold. It's almost like, is it brass?
It's not plated plastic, we'll say that. It does look like it could be brass. This
I don't know
is
what
the
it is.
original color, and then they may have just really polished
Does it
it up.
sit straight? It looks like it sits straight to me. Some of these are a little
there's a couple little
imperfect.
bends. I'm kind of tweaking them, but you don't want to do it too much.
Well, I think they have. So these ones have screws.
Yes,
so
they all
you
do.
could-
They all screw out, so
Oh,
you
yeah.
could hammer them flat. They're just like slight little bends.
Sandy says it's a nice weapon. You could do some
This one-
authentic battle damage with
Man,
that.
this is like a battle mace. This thing's heavy.
And Zeb, you always want to call things candelabra, and that actually is a
This
candelabra.
one is
Does it have the price tag on it?
$4.
$4. That was like the best $4 I've spent in a long time. Says maybe it was sprayed brass. Probably.
Could be. I'm not sure.
Beauty and the Beast candelabra. Somebody else said that. Was it me? Was it Caitlin? Was it Ivy? I don't know. It's definitely Beauty
Hard
and the
to
Beast.
really know who that was.
This could be a 10-minute live because everything sells out before you get to it. Well, we're still going to talk about it whether it sells or not. Let me pull up the candelabra.
So a lot of people watch these videos because they also sell
Oh, it's sold.
vintage items.
$24.95, which was probably lower than I should have sold it, but it's sold. So whoever bought it, you got a good deal.
And people like to watch because they see what we buy things for in our area and what they're and it helps people with shops like know if they're pricing or overpricing, and people shopping too be like, hey, I could have got that from Jami for like $12.95 and you're trying to sell it for $18.95. What's up?
Well, we have a ton of people that follow us that are in the business, and sometimes they don't think outside the box, you know. And so I feel like sometimes we show them that, yeah, you can buy this. It's good for this. All right, so I couldn't pass that up because I love anything with dots.
It's got a vague heart shape to it.
Or I like a leaf. Don't you think it's a leaf shape?
It is more like a leaf, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I
But
would say.
it's contoured to the front to have a little lip there. I think you can see it.
So it is $9.95. I think.
Someone took
You
a
picked
lot
up-
of care making this.
I think you picked up something else first. Okay, yes, I was correct. $9.95.
I have-
Also $9.95 are these egg dishes, and this is not like it's heavy.
They were $1.99 each.
So that one was $1.99, but I bought these at DI and I paid $2.
Wait, so you got one of these at Savers and one of those?
I got 2 of these at the DI and one of them at the Savers. So I'm wondering if they did, like somebody cleaned out a house and they're like, ooh, one extra, and they dropped it off at a different thrift store.
or
Or
the
this
Savers and the DI been swapping stuff.
So this was $1 actually, and this was $2, and that was $1.99. And I'm gonna sell them for $9.95 each. They're for deviled eggs.
Oh, that's cool.
Or they're really pretty at Easter time if you blow out eggs and color your eggs and you want them for an Easter display. You put your pretty eggs around the edge and then you put a flower arrangement in the middle.
Or like a bunny.
Or a bunny also. I mean, I never thought about putting a bunny, but a jelly cranberry dish. Lisa says, I have the same egg dish. I have an egg platter from your grandmother. So, I just sold a 7-arm Baldwin brass candelabra for 70 bucks. I don't know that that's Baldwin brass. Maybe it is. And if it is, and somebody got it,
you better scoop it up. It's a good deal.
I love it. You know, wouldn't it be ironic if I thrifted stuff, sold it for a profit, and then people bought it from me and made more money too?
I'm sure it happens.
Shelly says,
because we worry less about like finding those original authentic antiques and more about can I sell it for a profit and how fast can we move it,
so
and do I like it?
Lolly said, I follow because you two make me happy. And then Shelly said the same thing. Me too, Lolly. Plus they give me confidence to try projects I'd never have tried on my own. And Frida says my bun is good. That's good. It's because I haven't washed my hair in 2 days. All right, so we're not shipping this. You cannot find it on the website. I love you, but I don't love you enough to irritate my best friend, Christy, who's my shipping manager, and make her ship this. Because it's tall, it's pokey, it's metal. The bottom's kind of coming off, but it's still cool. 20 bucks. I don't know how old it is, and I'm going to sell it for $89 here in the shop. And I think it's worth every bit of that. Windmills are...
It's older. It's, you know, they make these out of tin and it's like thicker tin.
Yeah, it's like a good heavy piece and it's got flat screws instead of Phillips heads. Or what do you call them? Slotted? Slotted. Oh, sorry. It's a slotted screws. That's always correcting me.
Because the flathead screwdriver is not correct because there's many types of screws.
I'm sorry for my incorrectness.
No, you're good. You're
Frida says she wants it. Frida, girl, you're going to have to come to Lehi. Road trip it.
I gotta move the camera
If nobody buys the windmill, it's gonna go to the farmhouse, but I think it'll probably sell.
You can go hang out by the little tub garden and the chickens.
Joe says, I think your dad is adorable, Jamie. Rewatched your home tour again today. I think he's adorable too. So does my mother for the last 65 years. Like, how is it they have been married that long? All right.
Well, how old was your mom? Was your mom 16 when they got married?
15.
15.
Jamie, a paint question. Do I have to seal first with Big Top before I apply shipwreck wax? No, you don't. But if you don't seal it with clear wax or Big Top first before you shipwreck it, then it's just a little bit harder to take that off. But no big deal. Okay, Jamie needs a shirt that says, I like big buns. Well, Zeb likes big buns. All right, so this is the cactus quilt.
Oh, I've been holding it sideways. It goes like this.
Yes, it goes like that. I paid $4 for it. It looks brand new. It does have one cactus that's coming right there. I want to show you that. But it's like no stains, very good condition. I've never seen a quilt with squares like this with the cactuses. $29.95, and it is baby quilt size. Sandy says, do not hold that sideways. Vintage Conversation says, I was 15 as well, married 41 years.
Nice. That's, you know, I feel like if you make it past that 5-year mark, you're doing pretty solid these days. And once people, I meet people that have been married like 40, 50 years, I'm like, man, I just want to shake their hand.
Why?
I'm not saying you aren't lovely.
I was like, what do you mean you want to shake their hand?
You gotta fight for a marriage every day.
Well, isn't being married to me like a dream come true?
Yes, every day. That's why I fight for it.
It's something while you're sleeping. Dream, nightmare. All right, 10 planter. Trying to find this one. $1. And at the Hobby Lobby, it would be $16.99. Oh, I better change that price. I'm gonna make it $12.95. And I'm gonna sell for $12.95. Has little hands. It's like galvanized, so it's like a repop, but it's a good one. I think this would be really cute with canning jars in it. It's the perfect size for a centerpiece. It's a good trough-looking situation. In Canada, it's $22.99. You Canadians have to pay more for everything. I always see the prices, and I'm like, oh.
They like swap. It's like an extra like $4 or $5.
All right, I'm gonna put that over there.
This is just a fun wood sign. It's from the Saturday shop.
I don't know where that is.
I don't know where that is either, but it was $2.
And I'm gonna sell for $16.95. Before we ship it, I'm gonna lightly sand it because it has a few scuffs. But it's nothing that a little light sanding won't fix. and it's framed out, super cute. So it's probably handmade.
It's a good saying. All right, so we
And
got
shipping
this.
is unreal. Yes, it is expensive. We ship to Canada quite often. Shipping is cheaper to Canada than it is Australia. So there's that. So this came from the Hobby Lobby, originally $39.99.
We thrifted it.
I thrifted it and spent $2. And I'm going to sell it for, I should remember because I just put these prices in, $19.95.
Are we going to paint this at all?
I am not painting it tonight. I like the way it looks, but it would be pretty painted. So it just needs to be cleaned really good.
No, I think it's clean. I think they faux aged it.
They faux aged it.
Yeah, that's in.
I like the
glass.
frame.
The frame is excellent.
And it's got little feet on the bottom. I think that would be perfect for like if you had a tray to set your perfume on.
It's got like little felts, so you can actually put it on like a tabletop.
Yeah, I think it would be
It wasn't
good.
intended to hang on the wall.
It was not. All right, I'm gonna pull back comments here.
Okay, we got to start showing them some stuff.
We're going as fast as we
'Cause
can.
we gotta
Very
paint some
boho,
things.
Donna says. Cheryl says she'd paint it black.
So
All right.
did this come complete with flowers and dust?
Complete with flowers for $5 from Kathy. I just thought it was really cute, and it's got already the fall flowers in it.
Oh, this is from. Nice.
Yeah, $14.95 with the dusty flowers. You're welcome. Get a can of air.
That's okay.
Here.
They're not bad. I've seen much worse.
Really, you're paying for the picture, but I will throw in the flowers for free.
Look at this. Look at this whole setup right here. Ta-da!
Married for real at 22, still married 36 years later. I married at 18, and we're celebrating our 19th wedding anniversary on Monday. You know what we're gonna do?
Work.
Work on the roof! Oh, super chat from Lisa Avery, almost a year subscriber, very first live. Love you guys.
Oh, thank you, Lisa. And man, first live after a year. We do like 3 a week, so you're a trooper.
Well, maybe
for
she
missing
watches
those
the
lives.
replay.
Yeah, are you out of the U.S.? Because that's very common for people out of the U.S.
Katie's
to catch us
12th
later.
wedding. Sorry.
You're good.
Katie's 12th wedding anniversary is tomorrow. So
Nice.
happy anniversary. We're one day apart. I always forget that our anniversary is on the 17th, and I just looked at the calendar and I was like, oh, that's coming up.
Guess what?
Oh, the
You
gold
want to
painted.
know something?
What?
I didn't get you anything.
What? I didn't get you anything either. It's cool.
I know.
Next year.
We're gonna
All
go
right.
have the car detailed, and that's gonna be the anniversary present. It's so bad. We've been just like falling in bed at night and not cleaning up messes
I'll
as
tell
we
you
go.
what. If you're a very good boy, I will go to Paco's and bring you a breakfast burrito.
Ooh,
You want bacon or sausage?
that's tough. Can we mix?
Maybe. They have a meat lovers burrito. I could do that for our anniversary.
Okay.
Okay, done. All right, this is already sold, but how much did I pay for it?
$2.
And I sold it for $12.95.
Gold.
Urns like this sell super fast.
They're great with flowers in them.
Yes.
Or
and-
like little arrangements of like nuts or
Or
things.
topiary ball.
Yeah. We have this very alert dog. This is a German Shepherd. Is it gonna get painted?
Katie didn't get Doug anything either. Nope. Because the last time I tried to paint one, people were like, oh my goodness.
It's small. It's not as large as our last one. but-
Anniversary breakfast negotiations. It's a German Shepherd, right? How much
Yeah.
did I pay for that?
$1.50. It's resin.
I'm waiting for Caitlin to drop the link. Hello, what do you mean by a good boy? It's for me to know and you not to find out. Odelia says it's a cute dog. Odelia, that's the only dog you're getting in the house. Just kidding. $6.95. I knew it was cheap. $6.95 and that German Shepherd can be yours and he will not poop on your floor.
Or pee on your leg.
Renee says that one needs painted. For $6.95, somebody can paint it themselves. It's like a craft project, as is or painted. All right, little flower bowl. I think that may have already sold. Let me double
$1
check.
at the thrift store.
Yes, it did sell, and it was $6.95. Any of these tulip bowls, if I find them, I sell them. I used to paint them, but most of the time I leave them as is because people that are into mid-century modern or boho like them as is. So they are really cute.
And then there's a little creamer.
So you're saying we're getting a dog? No, I'm saying that that's the only kind of dog you're going to get. We have 18 chickens. That matches the stemmed one. All right. So the little creamer, how much was that?
It doesn't.
It was $1, and it's from Japan, right?
Yeah.
Japanese stoneware.
Is that focusing? There it is.
Caitlin has not pulled up the price yet.
Okay, so I'm gonna breeze through a couple of these
You
because
can't
we're
go
gonna
that
get to
fast
painting.
because I gotta pull it up. $6.95. I thought it was that. But that one is gonna get painted.
This is a tin. I think it's actually really cool.
$12.98, and we paid how much for it? And it's already sold.
$1.99.
$1.99. So I hope whoever bought it likes how we finish it.
Okay, we
All right.
got some.
We're gonna be on here a long time because we have to paint all this stuff because we said we would.
Okay, so this is a sheet. Do you know what size it is?
It's a double.
Double.
It's a double sheet, and in the picture, it does not look as pink as it actually is. It's a very soft bubblegum pink.
I honestly think that this would make cool aprons.
Or pillows.
Or pillows.
But it's a
yeah.
nice stiff, it's what I would consider a percale.
It's a heavier knit than I'm
Where
used
is
to.
the sheet?
It'd almost be like a light blanket.
Am I losing my mind? Maybe Ivy tagged it wrong. Hold on, let me see if I can find the sheet. Oh, no.
It's a little bright on the camera. It is, like Jamie said,
it's in
it's a
there.
little more pink.
So $16.95, and it's a double. I actually like, when I used to quilt back in the day, I like to do those as quilt backs.
We don't find these a ton out in the wilds anymore. We used to get them all the time.
Red box. It was, how much was it?
I don't know.
I don't recall.
$3.
And I'm gonna sell for $24.95, and we're gonna paint that too.
Oh man, we better get going. We
The
only,
sheet would be a great dog.
only have
bed.
like 14 minutes to paint 18 things.
And it's already sold, so. We said we'd paint it on the line, we didn't say we'd finish it.
Okay, so
Get
this,
single coats
I'm going
on
to show
them.
you this. This is the Pop Shop. These are kind of cool. The Pop Shop originated in the 1960s in England, and they didn't sell to like regular retailers. You had to own a Pop Shop franchise, and you bought the soda, and then you took it home, and you drank it, and then you brought it back, and they gave you a credit for the jars, and refilled them.
Now, Zeb, tell the people why you know this.
I know it because I Googled it right before we went live. But I was
I was
very
like-
intrigued by it.
I wasn't sure if they were legit old or not, because they look old, but it's like kind of a popular retro remake look to it.
Yeah.
But the Pop Shop, and we were going to sell the jars individually for $4.95, and the plastic,
The plastic
crate?
has like a couple little cracks from sun damage
It has
on
the
the
logo.
inside, but it will hold all 24 bottles should you collect them all.
Yeah, we only have 12 for sale though. And it's $10.95 for the crate. I paid $10 for the whole shebang. So it was actually a really good deal.
The crate
I thought.
itself is pretty cool too.
Yeah, so I'm gonna make my money back with that one.
So some of these bottles were manufactured. This one was Denver, Colorado. This one
Denver.
was New York. This one was Ogden, Utah.
Woo-hoo.
So, you know, there's some fun ones in here from all over the place.
Grandpa used to get that Pop Shop pop. I liked cherry. Yeah, the thing about, so if you guys are thrifting, if you can find things that people connect with on nostalgia, sometimes people will buy like just to have that memory with that particular item. And so when I saw that, I was like, I'm not sure if it's old, but for $10, I was willing to take a chance. Oh, Yumiko gave a super chat because Odelia needs a dog. Yumiko, I love you, girl, but I can't right now. Like, I cannot keep one more thing alive. So,
Well,
maybe.
before Harrington went to college, we had 9 people living in the house.
Yeah, and now we're to 8
Yeah.
and 18 chickens. Jan lives in Ogden, Utah.
Nice.
So I paid $5.99 for this wreath, and I'm gonna sell for $24.95. I feel like it's perfect for fall. It's in pretty good condition. Some of the berries have fallen off, but otherwise it's great. It's a good neutral.
It is. Usually wreaths are bright and they've got like oranges or lots of browns. This is like a muted kind of green, gray.
Do I ever get ironstone? I mean, we have a
Yeah.
picture that's ironstone-esque. Some of the things, we have a few pieces of ironstone in the shop that maybe I will get listed on the website.
I'm going to show this clock close because it's got a really good face.
Debbie says, I bought the Decor lidded container you dome. I don't know. Yeah, we're not sure Spencer's allergy is gone, maybe. So originally, this cost $89 from Aaron Brothers. $89.
It's metal.
I bought it for $7.99. Oh, Finches says I don't have to paint it. Who doesn't want it painted? Hold on. Oh, Debbie's telling me I don't have to paint the, okay. Debbie, you're too cute. All right, I will set that aside. It actually is cute the way that it is. All right, so the clock was how much? $89.95 originally.
Yeah, and we
We
bought
paid
it for
$7.99.
Yep.
And I'm gonna sell it for the low price of $24.95. It's cute as is, but I think I'd probably paint just the frame.
The only thing we have
I'm
left
not
to
going to,
show
but-
that I can see is that studio light over in the corner.
Make sure the clock works, Zeb says. Or, sorry, RS Hopper says. We will. Does the clock make bird sounds? Oh, I don't know.
We don't. Sans battery tonight.
Debbie bought it. Woot woot! Debbie you bought the clock? All right.
Hold
so,
on, I'm gonna reach over and grab this.
This is really cool.
Because you didn't look like you were gonna move and show them.
Well, I didn't know what I was doing. The studio light, you guys, it's amazing.
Here, I'm gonna try to show you like bits and pieces of it because it's so tall.
It didn't break. It didn't break.
So it's all metal, studio light. Anything you get nowadays is like all plastic. And it adjusts. It's got a 3-tier adjustment. I do need to do a couple of repairs to it. But this is a Smith Victor made in Griffith, Indiana. And it needs a little repair back here as well. But I think I can get it.
We're going to glue it.
And it has a wood handle that's painted red back here.
It's really cool. Smith Victor.
Oh, I'm not even showing
And
you
it does
guys.
work, and we're going to glue it.
I moved the camera and then I moved the lamp. Whoops.
We aren't centered to the table, guys. Oh,
I know. I was showing him the lamp in the corner and then you didn't pick it up.
Oh, Julie says move the table. Sorry.
What, up here? How's that?
Stop teasing them. Except a little bit.
Sorry.
All right.
I couldn't resist.
$79.95 for this vintage industrial lamp. It's probably one of the coolest things ever, and I would put it in my boys' bedroom. All right. Zeb is gonna glue that back on.
Yeah, it needs a little love, but it's in pretty good shape. It's cool.
Yeah. And I paid $6.99 for it. It actually is probably the coolest, most profitable item I bought today. The wreath looks a lot like the Park Hill Fall wreaths. It does, and those are like $80. So, ain't nobody got time for that. Park Hill is one of my wholesalers. All right, Debbie says I don't have to paint this, so I'm going to put that over there.
Okay, what else
Bless
need
you,
you painted?
Debbie. Stacy says there's that sarcasm.
Are we mixing any colors tonight, or?
Oh, the chalkboard. You didn't show the chalkboard.
Oh, there's 2 of them.
Yep, I paid $2 each for them. Thank you, Caitlin. So the chalkboards are $12.95 each. They don't have a frame, but they're cool.
They're nice and seasoned.
And they're big. Mamma jammas.
And sometimes the nice thing about like manufactured chalkboard is they usually wipe off better than like
when we paint them ourselves.
Yeah, the ones that I don't know what the difference is. The melamine board or whatever they're using, something special about it. It makes it so it wipes off good. So
Anita wants me to make a mid-century modern starburst stencil. I will stick that on the list. Okay, so let's get started.
okay, you wanted to
It's
make that
already
look.
$9.26.
You wanted to make that look like copper. Should we just put copper?
She wants it painted cherry picked. So I'm gonna need you to get started painting that.
Cherry picked on this.
And I'm gonna paint all this. Is all gonna cherry pick day. Give me cherry picked.
We're not mixing any colors.
We're not mixing colors today. You can paint that what you want. We have the bread stencil. I don't know if you can find it over there. But if you would grab me cherry picked, that would be fabulous.
Well, we had a bunch of it, but I think we used it.
Hi, Phoebe. She doesn't know who we are, but she thinks you really are live. Hi, Phoebe. Are they for real? I don't know what this means. SLZTE. What does that mean, Frida? Renee says, Connie says their kids are as busy as them. Yes. My kids, when they're not working for me or playing with their friends, they're usually doing sports or school. When are stencils coming? Soon. Soon.
You could just tell them.
Well, I'm not up.
They're coming soon.
They're coming soon.
Okay, there's some cherry picked. What are you painting cherry picked?
Oh, Rave said that Phoebe started laughing. I'm painting all of this cherry picked except for this. Paint this, whatever color you paint that.
Okay.
And like something farmhousey. So like farm fresh or weathered
Am I
wood.
mixing colors? Are we going late tonight?
You do whatever you want. But we're gonna have to get the bread stencil. Alright. I'm gonna paint this cherry picked. I don't use cherry picked very often. But the girls at the shop do. And I think it'll actually look good with the brass gold. How would I buy your ironstone pieces? Helen, you have to wait till I put them up on the website. I'm not even positive how much I have left. So, and I'm not like an ironstone expert, so I don't claim like, ironstone is kind of a vague situation. But if you email Caitlin, Helen, at info@jamierayvintagehome.com, you can ask her, and then I will look on Monday. Now, what did Frida say? Frida, slate, can't you figure out typos? Okay, what was she saying? Are they for real slate?
No, the chalkboards are not.
Oh.
They're melamine.
I was like, what slate? I'm thinking like slate tile. No, they're melamine. What is the crown made of? Resin, Anita. It's made of resin. Crowns always sell really well. If I wasn't painting this cherry picked, I probably would paint it pink and put glitter on it. I paint it petticoat pink. So I'm using DIY paint, sticks to just about everything, all natural. Single coat's gonna give us full coverage on this situation here. And I'm not gonna paint the inside because the inside's like this dark gray color and I kinda like it. Patty, what did Debbie say? What did Debbie say? I don't know. I think Debbie spilled the beans about my new stencils. Oh, did she tell you that she was gonna have some at her grand opening? They're actually gonna come out before her grand opening. That's all I'm saying. But yes, she will have them, and there are some custom designed for her because Debbie, I don't know if you guys know this about her, she is a sweetheart, but she's also really good at getting what she wants. So she has requested some designs, and I didn't do it for the first few times, but this time Debbie's getting exactly what she asked for. Oh, Queen Bee says, just bought that lamp. It's so cool. Sweet. And Jana bought a Pop Shop bottle.
Those bottles are, those are neat bottles.
We still have quite a bit on the website. If you look under the home decor and antique section, items that are in our shop that Jean added, so definitely check those out. There's still quite a bit left. We got some good stuff. Help me not be a hoarder. Let my junk become your junk. All right. Lisa says cherry picked. Oh, Les wants to know how Harrington is doing. He is living his best life. I said, how do you like having a roommate? Because he's never shared a room. And he said, it's awesome. It's like having a built-in best friend and you're never bored. I was like, hopefully.
The kid does struggle with boredom. Like, he gets in trouble if he gets bored. So it's a good thing.
I'm just hoping that the other person doesn't like their, like, alone time because Harrington.
Oh, no. You can't have alone time when he's around.
Harrington is a Great Dane who thinks he's a lapdog. He is not give personal space, but he's having a great time. Are you making Debbie's logo stencil? Yes, that's already been shipped to her. We make a DIY logo stencil that we sell to retailers that's smaller, but she needed it slightly larger, and my manufacturer is the bomb, so she made it to Debbie's specs. She's gonna put it on her truck. All right, yes, all the stencils that Debbie helped me make, or told me to make, will be available on our website and to our retailers. Is your paint safe to paint a baby cradle? It's all natural, so I would say yes. Like, it's not there's a lot of testing that has to go through to prove that it's safe, and it has not been tested for that, but I absolutely would use DIY products on a baby item.
Oh man, they lacquer your baby cribs.
Yeah, don't eat lacquer. But if you're really, really concerned, you could also use any of the Sweet Pickens paint or the farmhouse finishes and seal it with hemp oil, because those are food safe. So you know if it's food safe, it's gonna be baby safe. If you don't want it to chip, just use the farmhouse finishes, maybe add some extra bond if it's super shiny, and seal it with hemp oil, because that's food safe.
So I've got beadboard, which is kind of a cool gray white. And then I've got cake batter, which is more of a muted pastel yellow.
It's delicious. And I haven't said this yet, you can pick the paint and products we're using up at JamiRayVintage.com. So all of our stencils, all the paints, all the sealers, and all the boutique items that you love, the IOD, the stencils, we sell them all in one place. And of course, every paint pixie brush and DIY paintbrush.
So we're coming up on fall, so you know, I thought I'd do like a fun kind of light, creamy yellow farmhouse color. I might be close to sandy blonde, but that's got a little bit of a brown tone to it.
More
so
brown.
I wanted to go with just like a light, fun, fall kind of yellow color.
Debbie says, please make more half grain sack aprons. So if I have time, I will make some. My needle broke last week, and well, my needle wasn't broke, but it was very dull, and it kept making my thread break, and I wanted to strangle my machine till I Googled, why is my thread breaking? And it said, your needle's dull, and I'm like, probably is, because I never changed it. So I ordered new needles. They came from Amazon, and I do have fabric ready to go for some half aprons, and I have one finished. So for sure, on Thursday, we will have one apron. I could have done it last week, but I didn't want to make it the Hunger Games of half aprons, so I saved it for this week because I'm hoping I can have like 4 or 6 done. And if it comes in time, I might have full aprons because I did get some more from my gal. All right, that's painted. Looks like lemon chiffon. Make me hungry. I'm gonna go to the grocery store after this. Every Saturday, Zeb does payroll while he waits for the video to upload, because he has to put the description on there, and I go to the Kohler's grocery store because there's exactly 2 humans there on Saturday night because it's a little tiny grocer, and then get everything we need for Sunday because we don't shop on Sunday. So actually, I probably should text Odelia. Odelia, if you're still watching this, would you text me if we need any items for tacos?
So I went 50-50 on this mix. So 50% cake batter, 50% white swan.
Oh, is it beadboard or white swan?
Or beadboard, sorry, beadboard.
Odelia's gonna check for me, and Odelia, if they have those
Beadboard.
M&M cookies, I will bring you some home. So the grocer I go to is Old School, and they are not open on Sundays. So Saturday night at an hour before they close, it's kind of slim pickings. Cheryl says it's a good color. Can you keep Farmhouse Finishes milk paint from crackling? It's kind of in its nature. It does crackle less. Make sure your piece is really clean and that the finish doesn't have any cracking in it, and it usually doesn't. And let it air dry. Don't use a heat gun. That helps.
Extra bond.
Yeah, add extra bond. Make sure your piece is super clean and do not heat gun it. And it should not crackle, but I can't guarantee it because it's an old type. So I don't know if you guys know this, but milk paint, so Sweet Pickets milk paint and the Farmhouse Finishes that we sell at JamiRvintage.com are made the way paint was made like 100 years ago. And so
or more.
Yeah. So it just kind of has its own thing. It's the beauty of it, but also you can't always predict what it will do. Grocery shopping late at night. Girl, you're a trooper. Girl, I don't like to deal with crowds. Kohler's actually never has a crowd. It is the tiniest. They have those. Okay, I'm talking a lot, but I gotta tell you about this store. It's the best. You can park directly out front of the store, like up to the front window, just like the old school ones. And you know, when they used to have those grocery stores where you stepped on the mat and it opened the door, that's what this grocery store has. And then they have the old turnstile checkouts. Anyways, it's great.
Do we have heat gun around here?
Do I have heat gun? Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
sure it's over there somewhere. Camry was using it today to finish up all of those, what were those candlesticks?
Oh.
Baluster candlesticks. So we have, check out the website, we sell baluster candlesticks, and Camry was getting them to chip and crackle with a heat gun today. And if you ordered some from the last sale, I think it was like a week and a half ago, they did get boxed up to be shipped today.
It took me a minute to get, well, the problem is Jami had to wait for me to make the pieces for them. That took me a minute to get to those.
But then as soon as he did that, then Cam, that's Jean's daughter, she has been working diligently for days to get them painted, and she did a really good job. They chipped so good. White wax would be pretty on those cherry-picked candlesticks. I agree. I'm going to try that. I worked in a local grocery store that was like that when I was a kid. I love that, Stacy. My friend Christy, who works here, she worked in a local grocery store in Gunnison, and it was like that. I think I got it all. It's hard to tell because these are dark. When I'm painting things like this, I always like to paint the tops last. I wish I knew where my turntable was.
It's over there.
It's probably buried in junk.
It's under some stuff.
It's under some stuff.
Okay, I'm gonna set this aside so maybe it'll get dry. It's gonna this color is light enough. It's gonna need 2 coats.
Oh, for sure. And yellows are notorious for needing 2 coats, but my cherry pick's only gonna need 1 coat.
Yeah.
What did Les say? Last night I got stung by 12 bees moving my bee.
12.
I have a bad reaction. I'm itchy. She's terribly itchy and swollen.
Oh.
I'm sorry. I would be out for the count. I've been stung only 1 time. Remember when I got stung on the face?
Yeah, it was bad.
It was my neck, actually. A bee got in my hoodie, or a wasp. I don't think I did anything wrong with the leak. Oops, I've got a chunk of paint here. Jami is going to be mixing 2 farmhouse finishes colors. Oh yes. So Sasha, they were asking about my ceiling at the farmhouse. Sasha is giving me a custom mix for a color that I want, and she's going to tell me which farmhouse finishes colors to use, and I am going to be painting my ceiling with that.
To make it look like the haint blue color that they use down in the south on
And
their
I'm not going
porches.
to seal it because it's a ceiling, and ceilings can be flat, that's fine. And it will stick just fine, and it is what people used to paint their house with. Farmhouse finishes used to be called safe paint before she renamed it, and a lot of colonial type homes use it because it's authentic colonial paint. Oh, let's see, what is haint blue? Stacy, haint blue is the color in the south that is kind of haunt blue. It gets rid of evil spirits and keeps bugs from flying on your ceiling because it looks like the sky or landing on your ceiling. So I've heard. If it keeps the spiders off of there, I'll paint it whatever color needs that.
Alright, I gotta mix up more paint.
Haint blue, I've looked it up on Pinterest, can be a myriad of colors in the blue-green persuasion. Apothecary could probably even qualify, even though it's kind of green.
Well, if you look at the sky, like, it's never the same blue color.
True that. Alright, got that one all painted. Fun fact, ceilings outside are painted blue because bugs won't nest. They think it's the sky. I think that's what I just said. Maybe.
But maybe they wrote it while you were
I know.
writing it. Same.
It's Rave. She knows lots of good stuff. She's a really awesome home stager. I need her to come stage my home. Alright.
You guys would have too much fun and not get anything done.
That's true. She's a funny gal. She's funny on camera. You guys should check out her channel. Alright, what would you use to seal DIY paint on kitchen? Sponge holder? Probably Big Top. Or you could use Kills Clear. Ooh, Rave Home Staging is now a JRV stencil retailer. What? Susan says, take care of your sweet dad. I do. My dad and my mom. They're actually pretty self-sufficient.
They came to the football game with us tonight. They haven't been really venturing out, but since it was an outdoor venue and lots of
Heidi
open
bought
air,
that tote and she says you're doing a beautiful job. He actually is not getting straight.
I'm coming back to that.
Are you?
Yeah,
Because it's Heidi's and Heidi likes her stuff painted straight.
does she?
So it's going to need to get stenciled. I don't know if that's going to happen tonight.
Yeah,
Where-
I think.
do you need me to find the heat gun?
Well, you said that Camry was using it somewhere.
Yeah, she was. So what I'm saying is it has to be in here because Camry was using it today.
Oh,
Camry, where'd you put it?
it's probably up.
Oh, probably. Camry is actually fairly organized. Let me check.
So I feel like this yellow's working.
So I have a blow dryer, but I don't know where Cam put the heat gun.
Oh, the blow dryer is too loud and it doesn't dry it fast enough. It'll be alright.
Camry Dawn Dalton. I don't even know if Dawn's her middle name. I just made it up. Oh, is this the heat gun right here? Yep. Oh, look at that.
That's the heat gun.
Yeah, this is our new heat gun. Because the old one broke. Caitlin just ordered this on Amazon.
Oh.
It's called Hot Shot. Zeb, I missed it. Is that cake batter? It's cake batter and
50-50. Cake batter and bead board.
all right. I'm going to heat gun this so we can second coat this so we can stencil that with the word bread. Odelia does cheer for the high school. She is actually the sophomore cheer captain. This is not very loud at all.
Oh, that one's quiet. Is it on high?
I think so.
There, it's on high. That one's
For
quieter
sure.
than the other one.
I don't know if it's... Do you have to hold it? That's annoying.
Try pulling it down to the bottom.
What?
There's your high setting.
Oh. Zeb almost always mixes his colors. Zeb's just trying to sell you 2 colors of paint. Don't let him fool you.
Well, we use the regular colors a lot. We used to do a lot of color blending, but lately I've just been trying to mix up certain colors that are not necessarily like new and exotic colors, but just something that would be like an everyday household color that is a little different, just in case you've already seen us use Apothecary 38,000 times.
Hey, 38,001. It's not very hot. I don't think you have. I think it goes the other way for super high.
Okay.
How is life going on so normally in Utah, including sports? So
it's not as normal as we would like.
So ironically, Utah had the that is awesome that I get to hold that down. Utah had the very first high school football game in the nation this year, I think Thursday. I don't know, maybe we're guinea pigs.
So the football players get 6 tickets for family members.
We don't have a varsity player this year.
We get to go to Odelia's game, the games that Odelia cheers at, so we can watch Odelia, but we can't go to the Friday Night Lights. I had to...
Caitlin says this doesn't look like the one it's okay, Caitlin, I still love you. All right, I need to put a second coat on this one real quick.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Are you gonna...
Because we can't stencil it unless I get a second coat on it.
Okay. I'll go find the stencil while you're doing that.
That would be awesome.
The
Heidi,
bread one, right?
I don't think we're going to get your tote stenciled, but I promise that it will be stenciled awesome.
I still have to paint that one side. It needs another coat and it needs some brush strokes fixed. It's been tricky.
It's been tricky?
Painting inside
Totes are
of
rough.
this. Well, it's tight. It's not
like... Oh, well, sand inside.
Like my hand doesn't fit.
Well,
look.
Are you saying
my hand doesn't fit in there, so I gotta like get it sideways.
You gotta get resourceful.
I have been, look.
I know, I think you might have more paint than me. Lisa says there's nothing wrong with Apothecary. If Apothecary is wrong, I don't want to be right. We have 1,101 viewers. What?
All right.
That's a lot. That's like a lot more than a long time. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up if you're watching right now. Rave Home Staging says that's definitely a lot yellow. It's butter yellow. Heidi says Zed fixed my handle. What's wrong with the handle?
I don't know. It's thick.
Oh, so Kaylin ordered one that was supposed to be yellow, and that's not what we got. Okay, that makes sense. All right, that is dry enough to stencil. Grab a stencil for Miss Heidi's box, and we'll get that done. At least we'll get one side done. Let me put a second coat of paint on this. What stencil would look good on Heidi's box?
I'm not sure.
I think a grain, like a grain sack type one.
Okay. You know what? I really love this French one.
You do love that one. All right. Do you want to use like weathered wood?
Yeah, but I'm still looking for the bread stencil. It might be all day. I don't know the last time we used it.
You could just go grab one off the floor.
No. I'm too cheap. I'm too cheap for that. I don't even buy a lift to lift panels onto the side of the house. Are you kidding me? We could do Fresh Fruit Pies Bakery on there.
No. I want the one that says bread. Is that it?
No.
That one says gather.
Yep, that's your gather one.
Well, it's good because I'm drying this off. I'm not too cheap to open a new stencil. Somebody already bought it. Gosh Sheik says my heat gun is for Harbor Freight. I may have to go visit Harbor Freight. I can't.
We had that one for, I don't know, 4 years.
Okay, here's the other thing. The faster, higher one says low, and the one that's lower and not as fast says high. So it's like the opposite. That is a real special heat gun. All right. Did you find white wax? Do I have stencils up on paint hangers? I'm not that organized.
No, they're in a drawer.
Oh, this is not our new heat gun?
No, she's saying it's not. That's an old one that we're using to do the shrink wrap.
That's what it is. It's the shrink wrap gun.
Here, I don't know what color you want to stencil that in, but you could put like this
Weathered wood
on there. Good luck finding weathered wood.
It's our shrink wrap one, Caitlin.
We're dangerously low on like all the colors.
Question for Zeb: how difficult would it be to turn a wood pedestal for a wooden bowl? For Zeb, would not be too difficult at all. For me, virtually impossible.
You're getting black velvet because I cannot find weathered wood.
What black velvet?
Well, I'll keep looking.
Not
I
any
might
old
have to
school?
open a new one.
Go get the bread stencil and weathered wood, please.
Layered
I said it with a
chocolate.
smile.
Layered chocolate would go good with that.
Nope, no layered chocolate. Alright. She says she ordered us a Wagner one with excellent reviews. Caitlin is a review reader. I just buy whichever one's cheapest on Amazon.
Oh no, you can't do that. You gotta look at the stars. And then read what people are saying about the stars. And if it only has like 10 stars, you really gotta read. Or 10 reviews. Here's white wax.
Vicki Griffin is on. Vicki used to live here. Used to do markets together. Sorry guys. No, it's very exciting. I promise it's going to get better.
Well, you can start stenciling. Stencil
I can't. I gotta heat gun these. I'm gonna let you stencil Heidi's thing. She likes you more than me. That's kidding. I know you love me, Heidi. Sherry says she's hooked. She has to buy every color.
All right, it wasn't in the drawer, so you might get your wish.
It wasn't in the drawer?
Nope.
It's possible I never opened one. Oh, Vicki says I'm always on you. I never comment. It's all right, Vicki. I still love you. Green-eyed lady I was hiding out in the lurkers lounge. Are you making your old house into a new store? No, I'm gonna live there. Oh, Heidi says she loves me and my bun. Yeah, if you give us a thumbs up, it makes YouTube know that people like our video, and then they put it in front of more people, so then we get more views, and that's how it helps us. So it's awesome if you comment, if you share our video, like if you copy the link and share it on Facebook, that helps a ton, giving us a thumbs up, or a thumbs down if you don't like it. It's all engagement. Okay, we're gonna let that, like the fact that somebody cares enough to put a thumb either way, YouTube puts that into the algorithm. All right. She said old house.
I opened some new weather.
Oh, my old house. We were just renting. And it's in a neighborhood. I don't think anybody wants to go there. Just blow on it less.
It's weathered wood. I took that out of the shop. Whoever needs to know about that.
Weathered wood. Nobody really. Did you find the stencil?
I'm getting one of those out of the
It's almost 10 o'clock. Oh, Delia says she's excited to move to the new house. Me too. On your way back, grab the paper towel, sweetie. Can I still order a bottle? Nancy, I do believe there are bottles left. So hop on to Jami Vintage Home and see what we got. Unless somebody bought one. But Delia says her room's going to be so cute. It is going to be so cute. I'm kind of giving up control a little bit and letting my kids design their rooms. It's hard to let go, though.
I swear we have one of these open, but I don't swear, so I can't guarantee it.
You don't swear. Did you give me the paper towels like I asked for?
No.
No.
I did not hear that request.
Oh, let me yell. Zeb, can you give me the paper towels?
Yeah.
I do believe that you have gotten hard of hearing.
I've always been hard of hearing, and lately you've been talking soft, because I think you're worried about like yelling in the neighborhood. I don't know.
I just don't like, sometimes I'm tired and I don't feel like.
I'm like, hey, you gotta like talk loud all the time. I worked at a tire shop for 15 years.
Everybody on YouTube complains that I'm too loud and I talk over you. So maybe you just can't hear.
It's true.
Have you ever thought about that?
I have a comment, but I'll keep it to myself.
Oh, Cheryl, your golden ticket is ruined. What happened? I spilled golden ticket once. I scooped it up and I put it back in.
Is this the side that's getting stenciled? We're going with yes.
Cheryl did not use a wet brush.
Okay, so I have the JRV bread stencil. It's going to be hard to see up there because it's clear, but I'll put it on here. Eyeball it. We're not going to measure, because if I measured, it wouldn't be authentic from us.
No, don't put bread on that. It's for the
Oh.
bread box.
That's right, that goes over there. See, we almost made Heidi's thing say bread.
Sorry, because we could paint it.
Yeah, just paint over it.
All right, did you get those paper towels?
Yeah, they're ready.
All right,
There you go.
help a sister out. One of these days, I'm going to have my wash racks cleaned and dried.
Okay, no black velvet. Weathered wood for the stencils. It's a nice, dark, brownish gray. I'm over kind of off camera over here. I'm offloading. You hear it?
We offload because Les taught us to. When I used to stencil, I didn't offload, and Les would yell at me through the camera and say, offload! And ironically now, I do offload and I own a stencil company. That was back before I owned a stencil company. See, Les, if you hadn't taught me to offload, I might have never gotten confident in stenciling. I might never have owned a stencil company. It's like a bread tote.
Hey, you gotta haul the wheat to the grinder in something.
Yeah, because lots of people grind their own wheat. Yeah, if your big top has flecks in it, just pick them out or sand them off. It shouldn't affect it. There was like a time period when they was being made that they're having issues, but the new stuff shouldn't be that way. I don't think we've had anybody complain about it in ours, but maybe you bought it from a different retailer.
Our stock, it stays real fresh because we blow through it.
We do. We ship out a lot of paint. It does not sit on our shelf very long. Do you have a video about how I made stencils? No. I don't really make them.
We have a manufacturer.
If I made the video, you would be like, really? I like draw chicken scratch drawings and send screenshots of what the drawing should look like to my manufacturer, and a graphic designer interprets the Jami and makes awesome stencils for me.
So I left that on the bottom. Do you think that's
I like
weird?
it. No, it's not weird. It's awesome. So I think we need to stencil the other side, but
Yeah.
we'll probably do that later. Let's do the bread one.
Okay. I'll leave that over there.
And we will second coat the rest of the bread box later. What did I not tell us? Caitlin, what are you talking about? What do you talk about, Caitlin?
All right, going on second stencil.
I did not talk about this property, Caitlin. Julie, have you tried straining and then blending the clumps? Would you make a goat stencil? I could, I haven't. The stencils coming out are already designed, so maybe next stencil release. All right, so I'm just wiping back the white wax so you can see the cherry picked. And then on Monday, I'm gonna come back in and buff them, and they'll be even prettier. But you gotta wipe back the white wax, or else it ain't never coming off. Oh, the story of how I got in the stencil thing. I can tell you a story there right now. I ordered stencils from somebody on Amazon, and I really liked them. And she really liked me, and I just kept ordering them. She sold them to me wholesale, and she said, if you ever would like your own stencil line, I'd be happy to do that for you. And one day I was like, you know what? I would like my own stencil line. And so I sent her over the stencils that I wanted her to make when I started my line. And like 7 months after we did that, we opened it up to retailers, and the rest is history. It's really that simple. That's cute. Good job.
I'm winning at stenciling and paint mixing tonight. You know, sometimes you just need a lighter, fun yellow.
Debbie says that her husband has selective hearing. So cute, Zeb. All right, guys.
So what happens
Oh,
is,
should we white wax this crown?
I'll be
over
on
here?
the roof at the farmhouse, and Jamie will be talking to me under the eaves, and we live on a decently busy street, and the freeway is within hearing range. It sounds like the ocean in the background. And for the life of me, when she's talking underneath the eaves, I can't hear her. And then she's like, "Can you not hear good?" I'm like, no, I cannot.
Essentially, Kimberly says cute stencils. So you can pick up the stencils at JamiRayVintage.com along with the paint. We also have like 100 retailers. So if you go to jrvwholesale.com, you can see if there's a retailer near you. Because there might be.
Alright, I think this will get like a good distress, and this might be mostly done. But you can see this side is still drying. You can see the darker spots. It's not quite dry.
Zeb, would you get me golden ticket real quick?
But it's hard to see the rest of the stencil. This is one of my favorite stencils, probably because it has a crest on it. Let me see if I can show you.
Zeb secretly wants to live in a castle.
Oh, it's not a secret. Let's see, if I put that back behind, oh, there you can see it better. But it's one of my favorites. I like to use all kinds of pieces from this. I even, with the smaller stencil brush that we sell, I even used it to just do like this castle part on something. It was awesome.
My grandpa had this style roof on the top of his house. Zeb would loved it. It looked kind of like a castle. Then somebody painted it pink. My grandpa probably would have loved that too. He was a little bit eccentric. All right. Are we plugging all the holes?
Holes for what?
I don't know.
In house? Yeah.
Yeah, in the house. Maybe you should put a turret on the top of the main floor. Debbie, like, I love Zeb, but I'm not putting a turret on the farmhouse.
No,
he can have a farmhouse, like a playhouse.
If I did it, it would be in the woods with a moat around it, like proper.
Like proper. All right, can you give me golden ticket real quick?
And I might even put things in the moat.
Or I'll slide past you if you don't want to grab it. I'm
What do
not
you
dipping
need?
that back. Golden ticket.
Oh.
Golden ticket.
There you go. Now you're getting it.
I know, but I don't like yelling because then people comment, "You're yelling at Zeb." I'm like, he just can't hear me.
I thought you were trying to do copper. You don't want
No, but that was before I was going to paint it cherry picked.
Oh, okay.
Debbie says, just saying. Maybe a cupola on the roof.
Also
The
good.
candlesticks are cherry picked with white wax. Show them to you up close. Zeb, you're better at the long arm situation.
Yep.
And I wiped it back and I will buff them. Oh, did you get a brush? Oh, there's a brush right here. Holes in tote. Were there holes in the tote?
Oh no, there's screw holes. No, we're not gonna fill those.
No.
Those are screws
That's
that didn't
authentic.
get countersunk because this is a shop project. That is goodness right there, guys. If you don't like, that's authentic. That's what you want. You sand that up, distress it a little bit. Looks like it's been in someone's garage for 30, 40 years with a little bit of branding. Maybe they use the side of a crate to make their tote, you know?
A French crate. I wonder if people in France are like, that's American, because in America we're like, ooh, it's from France.
Probably not. I don't think they love
They
us.
probably don't think we're as cool as we think they are. It's alright. So I'm just dry brushing the gold, just trying to hit on the top parts.
I don't know. Can you see what Jamie's doing over there? Here, work.
I'm using golden ticket,
Work more like right here.
and this is kind of transparent unless you paint it over the top of paint. And I think gold was actually a good call, you guys. I hope whoever bought it doesn't mind it, because I think it looks fantastic.
You just brushing it lightly on
Yeah,
the top.
like dry brushing and just hitting the high points.
Are you gonna wet distress it at all or no?
No, I'm just gonna leave it just the way it is. I'll let it dry completely, and then I will finish it off with probably some Big Top or liquid patina. Ooh, that's good.
You gonna paint the inside?
No, I left the inside the original like dark gray color.
Okay. I'm gonna show you guys close.
Donna from Crescent Moon says now she needs to find, oh look, I'm starting to undress here. Donna says she needs to find one for her son. Bread box color is cake butter mixed with beadboard 50-50.
It's gonna look so good because we will distress these. We'll give them a good sanding and bring some of the edges back to make them look like they've been painted 100 years ago. So that's what we do.
Yeah, So that crown did have some of the original paint finish missing, so it definitely needed to be painted, but I think it looks bomb. I like it. Is it yes, so this is a kimono. It's $18.95 with free shipping at JamiRayVintageHome.com, and it does come with a belt. We have this and a new boho kimono that just came in. The crown needs to be modeled, Seb.
It can't be worn, it's got a bottom.
Just put it on your head. Just do it. Come on, it's for Jen Dunn. You love Jen.
All right.
Susan said gold was her pick. Good job, Susan. I'm glad I listened to you.
Wait for it.
Oh, you are very regal. All right, guys, make
I
sure
feel super short trying to get it in camera.
Did you interrupt me? Be sure to visit Jami
Wait,
Ray
what?
Vintage. Be sure to
Jami
visit.
Ray Vintage.
Be sure to visit JamiRayVintage.com for the paint and products we use today. JamiRayVintageHome.com if you want to buy any of these items. Give us a thumbs up and subscribe to Jami Ray Vintage for more.
DIY.
I love you guys, and I even love this joker over here. Have a great weekend. Paint something awesome.